Hi, it's Red again, and I want to talk a little bit about my creative process today. Um, I'm finding, there's, a lot of intention about my process. I'm very conscious, and I really try to plan and execute on my plans, and I don't leave a lot to spontaneity. I mean, that's kind of the story of my life, really. But in my writing, anyway, I definitely am much more structured, I think, than maybe some other writers. But I'm still finding that within that structure, um, it's amazing to me how much, I guess, art there is relative to science in this creative process that, at least as it manifests itself for me. I have to learn to trust that process. I have to learn to know my cues, mentally, emotional cues on when I'm ready to tackle a particular piece or section of a story, when it needs more time to percolate. I need to be more aware instead of trying to force words onto a page. I find myself maybe a little more distracted or avoiding. Avoidance behavior is one of my is a big one for me. I do a lot of that just in my normal life. Whenever I'm faced with something I really don't want to do, I tend to avoid it and find all kinds of reasons to avoid it. But I'm finding that's true in my writing as well. But I'm not sure that's a negative in this case. I think in a lot of ways this avoidance is me telling myself, hey, you're not ready to tackle this right now. And whether it's a particular passage or a particular scene that I want to write, if I'm not ready to write it, it's not, I can try to force it as much as I can. And there may be some benefit to that, but I think a more maybe practical solution would just be to work on something else. So use the time. In other words, don't avoid writing, just avoid writing that particular scene until I'm ready to do it. And I'm finding that that's definitely happening. I've been writing now for pretty much full time for a little more than a month, and it's working really well, I think. And I'm learning things about me and my process. And one of the things I am learning is this need to allow time and space for when the art, the words, the story is ready to come out, instead of trying to force it to come out. And that's been an interesting learning for me, given again how much structure and how much I appreciate and enjoy structure. And I think for me, that's how things get done by me, is in a structured way. But I'm finding in the writing, I need to be a little bit more tolerant of some of the things that would frustrate me outside of writing when I'm trying to get things done.